and put them away. We will film the show for those who cannot attend. There is no food or drink in the theater, aside from water. Veterans may enjoy refreshments in the lobby after the program. And please, be respectful of your fellow audience members and performers. Take care not to disturb the program, but feel free to clap and show your support when appropriate. Thank you. We are so grateful for each and every veteran here for their service, and for attending our performance today. We hope you enjoy the tribute to all through song, spoken word, and dance. Now, please stand for the pledge, followed by our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, performed by NMS Band and Choir. Service and sacrifice. We will begin with acknowledging the weight of sacrifice before appreciating the courage and service, then honoring the fallen while celebrating the living, and finally becoming united in our gratitude. All of these ideas make up what it is to serve our country. Now, before we begin this story that so many veterans experience and share, we would like to ask the question, what is a veteran? Thank you again, and please enjoy.
Know me the first time we meet. I'm just another you see on the street. But I'm the reason you walk and breathe free. I am the reason for your liberty.
I am the veteran.
I work in the local factory all day.
I own the restaurant just down the way.
I sell your insurance.
I start your IV.
I've got the best looking grandkids you'll ever see. I'm your grocer, your banker,
Your child's school teacher.
I'm your plumber.
Your barber.
Your family's preacher.
But there's a part of me you don't know well. Just listen a moment. I've got a story to tell. I joined the service while still in my teens. I traded my prom dress for camouflage screens. I'm the first in my family to do something like this.
I followed my father like he followed his, denying my fears and hiding my doubt. I married my sweetheart before I shipped out. I missed Christmas, then Easter, the birth of my son, but I knew I was doing what had to be done. I served on the battlefront.
I served on a base.
I buttoned up the wounded and begged for God's grace.
I gave orders to fire, I followed commands.
I marched into conflict in far distant lands.
In the jungle, the desert,
On mountains and shores.
And bunkers.
Intense.
On dank earthen floors.
So I fought on the ground.
in the air,
On the sea.
My family and friends were home, praying for me. For the land of the free and the home of the brave, I faced my demons in foxholes and caves. Then one dreaded day, without drummer or fife, I lost an arm.
My buddy lost his life. I came home and moved on before it was changed. The pearls of why my memory remain. I don't say much. I don't feel like I can. But I left home a child and came home a man.
There are thousands more who are gone, but their legacy lives as time marches on. White crosses in rows and names carved in Q remind us of what these brave soldiers had to do.
I'm part of a fellowship, a strong mighty band of each man and each woman who serve this great land. And when old glory waves, I stand proud, I stand tall. I keep her flying over you, over all.
I am a veteran.
Mother, as I'm speaking to you, I can almost see you. I suppose it's only natural for a mother to worry about her son that's going to the same place I am. Every son about to leave for the army tries to reassure his mother that he'll be all right. And trust me, I know it's stressful. Just try to remember that I was very happy when I left, and I'm very contented now. I know that I'm new around here, and life here is new to me, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. I'm leaving you, Mother, but there are several things I wanted to say to you, but hadn't the courage. And now that I'm not facing you, I think I can. I just want to say that I love you with all my heart and miss you terribly. I'm sorry for all the times I made you feel bad, and I'm proud of all the happy moments we had together. Mother, I'm your only son, but if I may, I'd like to give you a little advice. You told me several times that you made a resolution to keep the boys close to you and take them with you wherever you went. Do this, and I'm sure you'll be very happy. Know that I miss you, Dad, and all the boys with all my heart. And even though they're my own brothers, I am, and I'm sure you are too, very proud of them. I realize that I'm getting sentimental, but if I may, I'd like to ask you a favor. Every once in a while, if you feel like it, just sing the song For the Sake of Society. Remember you used to sing it when we were boys, and every time I hear it, I used to go into the kitchen because I didn't want you to see me cry? In close, Mother, I'm trying to be a good boy. Your loving son, Alan.
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring.
My soldier, my partner, my hero, and best friend. I watched the night terrors hunt you to know. Hey, you kick and scream, you don't know that it's me. I suffer with you as you have these dreams. You fought for my freedom, yet you are a prisoner to what you've seen. The damage is done, now your body is unclean. Exposed to the poisons so that I can walk free. My soldier, I thank you, you have helped me see. When the bomb went off, you only lost an eye. I am so thankful it was not your time to die. Where would I be without you by my side? My soldier, you are safe now, let go of your pride. Take my hand as we face this life together. My soldier, with you I can withstand any weather. Let me fight for you this time. I will never let harm come near you and I.
changed when I enlisted in the military. During in-processing at the Military Entrance Processing Station, or MEPS, I stood in a room of other entries to take the oath of enlistment. I promised to uphold the Constitution, follow the military legal framework, and obey the chain of command. At the time, it felt like a formality, a small blip of the journey ahead. But looking back, that moment marked the beginning of something profound, a bond with others committed to protecting and serving something greater than themselves. In the military, camaraderie isn't just a buzzword. It's the glue that holds units together through the most challenging and unpredictable situations. The bonds forged in service are unbreakable, rooted in trust, shared purposes, and resilience. I vividly recall the drill sergeants in basic training telling us as new recruits that from that point forward, no matter our race, creed, religion, or gender, we were all great. It was a simple yet powerful message, urging us to set aside biases, prejudices, and selfishness to achieve a collective mission. While these relationships were forged in an environment of absolute reliance on one another, the principle of camaraderie is universal and can enrich every aspect of life. The military taught me that no mission succeeds without teamwork, and no team succeeds without camaraderie. In the end, camaraderie is about more than just getting along. It's about creating a network of support strengthening individuals and communities alike. It's about... Thank you.
On 21st May, in a night attack on high ground near Sharu, he remained in exposed territory while the rest of his company took cover. Fearlessly, risking the chance that he would be mistaken for infiltrating Japanese and giving aid to the injured until he was himself seriously wounded in the leg by explosion of a grenade. Rather than call another aid man for cover, he cared for his own injuries and waited 5 hours before little barriers could reach him and started carrying him to cover. The trio was caught in an enemy tank attack, and private first-class dogs, seeing a more critical wounded man nearby, crawled off the litter and directed the barriers to give their first attention to the other man. Awaiting the little bear's return, he was again struck, this time suffering a compound fracture of one arm. With magnificent fortune, he bound a raffle sock to his shattered arm as a splint, and then crawled 300 yards over rough terrain to the aid station. Through his outstanding bravery and unflinching determination, in the face of desperately dangerous conditions, Private First Class Doss saved the lives of many soldiers. His name became a symbol throughout the 77th Infantry Division for an outstanding grenadier far above and beyond call of duty.
Fourscore and 70 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation convinced in liberty and dedicated to the purposes that all men are created. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place with those who gave their lives that the nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot concentrate, we cannot hollow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who have struggled here have concentrated far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little know, no longer remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us to live in gratitude, be dedicated to the unfinished work, which they here far have thus so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead, we take increased devotion to the cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
your land. This land is my land.
From California to the New York Highlands,
From the redwood forest
to the Gulf Stream waters.
this land was made for you and me.
As I was walking down the River Highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. Oh, this land, oh, this land. This land was made for you and me. Oh, this land, oh, this
One nation, under God, indivisible.
With liberty and justice for all.
Was this land was made
For you and
me.
We honor their service, we remember their sacrifice. We thank the veterans in attendance today, our school community, and the families who have shared stories and photos of loved ones who have served. We would like to close today's performance by honoring our veterans and their branches in which they served. Veterans, please stand when you hear your branch's service anthem. U.S. Marine Corps. Thank you again for joining us. Have a wonderful day.